Welcome. We are now in part 3 and we're going to talk about financial reporting and metrics visibility. So you have fixed forecasting, you have fixed the cash flow, you know what the burn rate looks like, you have assessed the retention, and we need to talk about how you communicate all of this. Because here's the problem. You understand the numbers, but you think your CEO does? Or what about your board? Or what about your executive team as a whole? Do they even know what their metrics mean? So here's challenge number 5. You're dealing with messy financial reporting. You're spending hours every month preparing for board materials. You're pulling data from 6 different systems. You're building presentations, and then you're spending half the board meeting explaining the numbers instead of discussing strategy. And that's what the board is there for. So this entire thing is completely broken. It's costing you credibility. So what do? Here's what you do. First, you build a single source of truth dashboard. One place where revenue, expenses, cash, pipeline, retention, burn, everything lives. And those are updated either daily or weekly. No manual data entry, no spreadsheet gymnastics, nothing. And there are a lot of tools available to do that anyway. You have Mosaic, you have Cube, you have Tableau. Connect your accounting system, your CRM system, your billing platform. Automate the data flow. Make those investments. It'll pay off very quickly. Now create 3 views. Create an executive dashboard for weekly check-ins. Create a board dashboard for monthly meetings. And create detailed analytics for your finance team and for the regular team at large. The executive dashboard has, maybe about 10 metrics maximum. Revenue, bookings, burn, cash, runway, pipeline, retention, gross margin, magic number, rule of 40. That's it. Everything else is noise. Your board dashboard goes one level deeper. It shows the trends over time. It compares the budget to the forecast. It explains the variances. But still visual. Graphs, not tables. Insights, not raw data. I work with the CFO who built this infrastructure. The board prep time dropped from 20 hours per month to 4 hours, and the quality improved significantly. The board spent less time questioning the data and more time discussing the future and the strategy. The CFO became a strategic advisor instead of a data reporter. Challenge 6, poor metrics visibility across the leadership. Here's the second problem. Your executive team does not understand the metrics that matter. Okay. They know revenue is up or down, but they kind of understand what CAC payback means. And LTV to CAC ratio, we don't know. And what about net revenue retention? Probably not. And because they don't understand these metrics, they make bad decisions. Your CRO, he goes and keeps signing customers with terrible unit economics. Your people officer builds features that don't improve talent retention. Your CMO is spending oodles of dollars in channels with awful CAC. So what do? You educate your executive team monthly, not in a boring presentation, but through working sessions. Pick a metric or a couple of metrics a month. This month is CAC payback, let's say. What does it mean? Why does it matter? What is our current performance? What levers do we have to improve it? Make it collaborative. Ask your CFO, what could sales do to improve CAC payback? Ask your CMO, which channels have the best CAC? Ask your chief product officer, how does product-led growth impact the customer acquisition cost? Now tie the compensation to these metrics, not just revenue. CAC payback, retention, burn multiple, magic number. When execs have skin in the game, they learn fast, very quickly. I worked with a CFO who did this. They spent 1 hour per month educating the exec team on one key metric. Just one key metric per month. After 6 months, every executive knew CAC, LTV, retention, burn, the magic number, and the rule of 40 by heart. The decision quality improved dramatically, and the company started operating like a well-oiled machine instead of a collection of departments. So here's what happened. When they went to raise the Series B, the entire exec team, they could speak fluently about unit economics. They knew what growth efficiency meant. And the investors were truly impressed. They were like, wow. They raised at a 30% higher valuation than they expected. And that's the power of metrics literacy or financial fluency across the executive team. It's not just about you understanding the numbers, it's about your entire leadership team operating from the same playbook. So here's what you need to remember. One, build a single source of truth dashboard with automated data flows. Mind you, automated data flows. And this cuts board prep time by 75 to 80%, and it certainly improves data credibility. Two, create 3 dashboard views, one for the execs, for the weekly check-ins with maybe 10 metrics, one for the board, for the monthly strategy discussions that goes a level deeper, and then more of a detailed dashboard for finance and all of the other function areas. 3, educate your executive team monthly on one key metric and tie their compensation to these metrics. This transforms decision quality across the organization. So the next time we are tracking 2 of the hardest challenges, managing investor relationships and preparing for due diligence, these are make or break moments, and I'll show you exactly how to handle them.